Okay, you guys, so welcome back. For today's video, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how I get my under eyes to look flawless, smooth, blurred every single time. Okay, this video idea actually came from my friends because two of them let me know about 2 weeks ago that they just have issues with their under eyes. It never looks flawless, it's always creasing, all of that. So I just want to show you guys the exact products I use, the exact steps I use, that way you can go ahead and recreate it and, you know, achieve the same look that I do. And like I mentioned in this video, everyone's under eyes is different. Not everybody has the same skin concerns. You know, some people have more wrinkles than the other person. Some people have more dark circles, you know, things like that. So keep that in mind. But with that being said, okay, this works for me. If you try it, let me know if it works for you. And like always, before I do forget, make sure you go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. And now let's get into, you know, how I achieve my flawless under eyes. So you guys, I really want to do this video because I had a couple friends, you know, express to me that when it comes to their under eyes, it never looks flawless. It's always creasing. And I'm just like, okay, I don't really have that issue just because I think I found the products that actually work for me. And when it comes to your eye cream, your powder, even your concealer that you use, not all of them work the same, right? You have to find the perfect concealer alongside the perfect powder, alongside the perfect eye cream. Every under eye is different. Some people have some dry under eyes. Some people have really hydrated under eyes. Like some people have a little bit of wrinkles. Some do have a lot of wrinkles. So it's not like a one set video for everybody, but I'll tell you guys what works for me. And you can go ahead and try these products out and see if they work for you as well, okay? The first thing I do want to point out is your eye cream. Your eye cream is super important. One of my friends mentioned that she uses oil underneath her eyes, but her eyes always creases. And I was like, yeah, because oil is going to break down your makeup product, especially if you're putting oil on before doing your makeup, like right away, it's gonna break down your concealer. So I actually use an eye cream. This is from Good Molecules. They sent this to me years ago, you guys, and ever since then, it's the only eye cream that I go out and purchase all the time. Like, this is not sponsored. I just swear by this eye cream. It is $6, you guys, at Ulta, and it's a Yerba Matte Wake Up Eye Gel. This is the most hydrating under eye, you know, eye cream that I've ever tried. It doesn't irritate my under eyes because my under eyes are very bougie. Like, she likes certain products, okay? So with this, I apply it at night and wake up in the morning. I pretty much don't need to redo my skincare at all. I just use the one from the night. I know some people are iffy about that, but that's what works for me. But today I did go ahead and wash my face off in the morning and I went ahead and applied this. So go ahead and apply your eye cream. I want to stick an hour before you actually do your makeup. You don't want to do this and then apply your makeup. Do it an hour before, let it set, and then get into it. Okay, so that's that. So next up is a makeup product. This is the Ula Harrington Banana Bright Vitamin CC Stick in the shade Pumpkin. I like to color correct my under eyes. I feel like it just helps with like the flawlessness of everything. Because right now, y'all see my dark circles, okay? It is dark. Your girl, like lately I can't sleep, so it's just a little bit darker than normal. So we're gonna take this, and all you need is a little bit of product. I don't like to do too much product underneath the eye. A little bit goes a long way. So this is what it looks like. And then I'm taking my e.l.f. Putty Primer brush. It's a very mini brush, and we're just going to pat this underneath the eyes, just like so. And this product, y'all, I'm telling you, a little bit is all you need, and it gives you just the right amount of coverage. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just having this will make your under eyes look 10 times better. So just by doing that, y'all can see right away, it just looks a little bit more even, okay? Now for concealer, y'all know, if you watch my videos, I'm very picky about concealer. Like, not all concealers are the same. My favorite concealers right now is the Pat McGrath concealer. You guys know I've been using this for years. It's nothing new. And also the Fenty We Are Even concealer. That one is probably top 2 right now with this one. So yeah, go ahead and find a concealer that works for you. But this is the one that I swear by for everybody. If you try this, you can't hate it. Like, it's just so good. Okay, so all I do is take this and apply a little bit of product right in the beginning, and then one right here at the end. Now you can go ahead and do like the whole swipe motion, whatever you want. But like I told you guys, I just like a little bit of product underneath the eyes. we're gonna go ahead and conceal the rest of the face too as well, because I do need to highlight. Now for the under eyes, I know some people use brushes, you know, and I like brushes, don't get me wrong, they work. But for me, I feel like what melts the under eye is your sponge, especially a wet sponge. Sponges just take up that excess product that you don't need, and it hydrates your under eye because it is wet, you know what I mean? When you use a brush, it's just a dry product, and then you put in a dry powder on top. Listen, some people out there know how to do the combination. I can't. It doesn't work for me. My under eye needs all the moisture. And I'm just going to blend it into the skin like so. Okay. And y'all can just see how hydrated it still looks. Like, it doesn't look dry. So just tap it into the skin. And I feel like your concealer will tell you right away if it's gonna work or not. Like, I always look very close to my eye just to make sure that it's not breaking apart or anything. Like, it will tell you if you look at it. So I'm just gonna blend this right in, and then blend in the other side. Same thing, just tap, tap, tap. So you guys will notice that for the inner part of my eye, I haven't blended that out yet, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. So before I blend this part out, I do like to get my powder ready. So we're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Now this trick is not new, but basically you wanna go ahead and use a pressed powder, almost like a foundation powder, I wanna say, underneath your eyes first before you go ahead and use your loose powder. And I kind of look at it as like you're prepping the under eye for what's about to come. So if you go ahead and use this right away, you're baking way too fast. Like, you need to take your time, okay? So this helps to prep it before you go ahead and apply the loose powder on top, and it makes the biggest difference. So this is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and this right here is in the shade Tan number 3. So I like to get this ready, and then also I use my Sephora puff. This is so dirty, like, it's bad. I need to go ahead and wash this. But basically, I love using a puff underneath the eyes. It just blends it a little bit better, a little bit smoother, a little bit more flawless. So I like to get this ready. That way, as soon as I blend the inner corner, I go in with this powder. So we're gonna take this sponge and just blend the inner corner like so, okay? And y'all see how that looks. Now I'm gonna keep looking at you guys. I'm gonna take this and just tap underneath right away. I don't even give it a second to breathe, okay? Tap this powder, the Charlotte one, right away, and y'all will just see how that looks by itself. We haven't even baked yet, okay? Yeah, this looks so good. I just love this powder because it really just preps the area for baking. And the same thing for the other eye. I'm not gonna look down at all. I'm just gonna grab this powder and just set it right away. Because a lot of times people like put their concealer and just keep going about their face. They haven't set it yet. I'm like, yeah, that's why it's creasing, because you're giving it time to settle into your fine lines. Like, I don't give it that second. I just blend and then I go ahead and put the powder right away. So this is the under eyes set with just the Charlotte Tilbury powders. And now we're gonna go in with the Huda powder. I always pour it in this little container, if that makes sense. But we're gonna take this powder and we're gonna still press it underneath the eyes first. Now, some people just press their powder, some people bake. It just all depends on, you know, what works for you. If you go ahead and just press it, it looks perfectly fine. Like, y'all can see that. It gives you like that highlighted look. And then same thing to the other side. We're just gonna press this into the skin. And I feel like this puff is one of the best, y'all. If you can find it in Sephora, go ahead and get it. I've literally washed it multiple times and it always bounces back. So yeah, really, really like it. Now for me and my face, I have to bake, y'all. I'm very oily, so we're gonna take this and just tap and just bake like normal. And this powder is just so perfect. Even though we went ahead and did the pressed powder And now this powder, it's not gonna look cakey at all because we hydrated, we made sure to use a sponge and all of that, and it just works. All right, so I'm just gonna keep this on, I wanna say for like 5 minutes. You really don't need to keep it on that long, but the longer the better, because it really lets it like cook and all of that on your face. But yeah, I'll be back in a second, brush this off and just show you guys what the under eye looks like, okay? But this is literally what I do to have like that flawless under eye every single time. So I'm back. We're gonna go ahead and brush off the powder, and I just want you guys to see how the under eye looks. And also when I brush it off, I'm also kind of tapping the powder too as well, so y'all can see what that looks like. Super pretty, bright, all of that, and flawless, okay? And I do have a little bit of wrinkles underneath my eyes. Like I told you guys, it's not gonna completely get rid of the creasing per se, but it's very minimal and it still looks flawless. And that's basically the goal, you guys, just to have flawless under eyes, okay? Yeah, it's so cute. I'm obsessed. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face and kind of just end the video. Okay, you guys, so this is my completed face. Of course, you guys, like always, let me know down below your thoughts on these steps. Is there anything else you guys do that I need to know about? All right, let me know too. But these are just like the products that work for me, the steps that work for me. And like I told you guys, every person's under eye is different, right? We all have different skin concerns, so keep that in mind. But if you do try this combination out, let me know if it works for you down below. And like always, before you do leave, make sure you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video.